Hello, hello friends. It's Julia Mazer here with Simply She Stamps. Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Hopefully you found me if you were looking for me. And I hope I got my good light here. I ran out of, last time I was on live, I lost a light. So I'm going to try to make sure I got enough light here. Gotta get another lamp. On my phone it looks like a little shaded, but I hope it will be okay. And I'm gonna go on here to make sure that I know I'm so sorry. I was not all set up on my computer. Anyhow, I'm very excited for Sweet Citrus cards today. You may have seen this one on my Facebook page and my blog. Okay, I see us there. Let's make sure that I'm muted over here. And this way, oh no. Oh my goodness, I just dropped a whole bunch of my project supplies. That's okay, when we get to that one, you'll just have to pause for a moment. Okay, let's see here. Just trying to make some better light. All right. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to show you how to use the Sweet Citrus, which is a bundle, which I just love, and it's very economical, I think. You get the stamp set. You can get the stamp set by itself, everything by itself. Stamp set and an embossing folder and dies. I don't have all the dies right here, but it is in the catalog. It's in the mini catalog. And what's nice is you get the dies and the embossing folder with the stamp set with the bundle. So the dies cut out the citrus and then the leaves and the flowers. Okay, and we did this one at my celebration stamp camp in person. And I have a couple other cards to show you. These were the lemons, and I'm going to show you some grapefruits and limes. This is what the embossing folder looks like all by itself. And I hope you can see that texture on there. Let me pull this up so I can make sure I can see, there we go, any comments. Okay, if anyone's here watching, if you have questions, please put the questions in the comments, and I can hopefully answer those questions for you. Or if you're playing the, watching the replay. Okay, anyhow, I have found the easiest way to stamp these is actually using the Stamparatus, which, you know, sometimes intimidates me, but it really does work so well with this stamp set, because the largest block, besides the huge block we have for background stamps, is the block E. And this stamp is kind of hard to fit on there. And, you know, I have a hard time, a little bit of arthritis in my hand, that sometimes it's hard to hold on to these for me. So that's one reason I do like using the Stamparatus. Okay, so I have a little sample here we're going to use. We're going to make some grapefruits. And what I'm doing for this first one is I am just totally casing this card in the mini catalog because I just love the colors and the grapefruits. And this is just going to show you how to stamp it. And then I will show you how you can stamp it and cut it out on another card. Okay, let's see. I lost my mouse there. Okay. Okay. I'm going to line this up. I have little markings right there to line it up. And I made another one for a different card. So this is just going to show you how to ink up the stamp set. So there's two parts. There's the inside and the outside. It's a two-step stamping, so this is the inside, this is the outside, okay? And I have found that it's easier to stamp the inside first, and then you lay the other stamp over it. to line it up. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm inking up. You can see this. Yep. Okay. I'm inking up the inside with Flirty Flamingo. And I'm pressing it down. And then I'm lifting it up carefully. Okay. And then what I did with this one was I took the stamps and I placed it over what I had stamped. And then I took the plate and picked up those stamps. Now you notice that the easiest way to ink up those stamps was to put an ink pad underneath the plate of the Stamparatus, and that's how I inked that up. So that was Flirty Flamingo. And for the rhymes, I'm going to use Daffodil. And just because I don't think you can see this on camera, but just because I don't have a lot of space on my desk there. And then I'm going to press it down. And there we get the beautiful rhymes. Oh no, I missed a little spot. So guess what you do? There, I see the ink still on there, but I'm going to add a little bit more ink. That's the beauty of the Stamparatus, is you can go back and stamp it again so you can get the full strength. So that's how you do your stamping. All right. And this is very easy to clean. I'm going to get my chamois so I can switch my colors real quick. Okay, so I'm going to switch my colors to show you how I did my lines, and then I can get this out of the way. I don't know where all my paper went, but that'll work just fine. Okay, so for my lime card, which I'll show you in just a moment, I inked up the inside with the Parakeet Party ink, which is one of our in colors. You see how easy this is. Oh my goodness, there's the inside. Beautiful. Close this up so I don't get ink all over myself. And then the Granny Apple Green for the rinds. And they just go like that. And so another reason I like the Stamparatus is you can make a whole bunch of cards at once. Now see, I got a little spot there because I had a little hair or something, and that's what's kind of nice with the Stamparatus. I can flick that off, ink that up a little bit, and see if I can't cover that up. Oh, shifted a little bit, but you get the idea. Okay, so I'm going to clean this off real quick so I can set it aside. The Stamparatus is a great tool for background stamps too, and I'll show you a sample in just a minute. Just a little bit with one of those, but I just needed to get that out of the way. Okay, so we have our card that we are casing from the mini catalog. I can't see any comments. I don't know if anyone's watching. If you have any questions, let's see. Nope, I don't see anything. So I'm sorry if you are commenting and I don't see them. I'll get to them when they show up. Okay, anyhow, going to use this. Now, Petal Pink is one of my favorite colors, and it is really showcased in this mini catalog. And so I have my Petal Pink card base, and then this is actually paper from Regency Park that is featured right here. But I'm going to use the Dandy Designs because this was a celebration item. And since it is a little after party, the celebration after party, giving you ideas on how to use maybe what you earned in celebration. This was a paper pack, the Dandy Designs. Beautiful Petal Pink. And of course, you know, when I'm on camera, things kind of go down crooked. I don't know if that's light work is working very well. Okay, getting a little orange there. Okay, and here is what I stamped with the Flirty Flamingo and the Daffodil Delight. I'm going to add the leaves right now. with the Granny Apple Green. I think I switched out the colors because I just liked Granny Apple Green better. I'm going to add the leaves there. Now with photopolymer stamps, sometimes it's nice to stamp on the foam mat to make sure you get a nice crisp look. And then I have the little flowers, and I think those are in mango. And I know I have my mango ink pad somewhere. They're pretty light though. Maybe they're in the, I think I'm going to use petal pink. I kind of like them subtle. Okay. And those are the single flowers. I got to find my stamp set with the single flower. I was using this for, like I said, stamp camp. So things are kind of not always where they should be. And I'm going to stamp a flower there and a flower here and one right here. Oh, I missed that leaf. So let's add that leaf. It's going to be peeking out from under the greeting. And, you know, casing means copy and selectively edit. And I did the wrong color, but that's okay. That was the parakeet party. See, that's what happens when I leave them open is I can't tell what color they are right away, and especially being on camera, but that's okay. All works out well. Okay, so here I have my card base, and then I am going to pop this up because I did not cut out any of those citrus. So this is a simple citrus card where I did not use the embossing folder for all that texture and cutting out my citrus. Okay, so I'm going to pop this one up. Just like that. I have my favorite favorite embellishments. They fell down. One of the things that fell down. Got to grab my take your pick tool because I'm going to put the sequins in the middle of those flowers just to add some bling. They are the perfect complement. And then they also added the blue ones, which, you know, of course I don't have those handy right now, so I'll just leave those. Maybe I'll add a couple of the same color just to get it some bling. Give it some bling. And we'll put that one down here. Okay, set these aside because we're going to use them for another project. And then, see, I was hoping to get some comments on what to use for my greeting here because I did not want to use the black like they used. So I have some samples here. The white on white, not sure I like that. This is the Granny Apple Green with black. The Granny Apple Green tone on tone is a little too light, so we're not going to use that. I got a petal pink with black. I have a petal pink with, that's Calypso Coral. That looks very red. I'm not liking that either. I think I'm going with the Garden Green. Not Garden Green. Oh my goodness. Granny Apple Green. Granny Apple Green. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see here if I can find my video and I can find it if there's anyone. So you can help me decide. Okay, let's see here. That's the only live I got going. So, all right. I'm going to add a little bit of twine real quick. Oh my goodness, I'm running low on time. That's happened very quick. Okay, let's get a move on because I'm so excited to show you so many projects with the citrus and a new online exclusive. Okay, I'm just going to put that little bow right there. Grab a couple of dimensionals and this card will be done. And then I will show you my lime card because I did promise that I was going to be making limes and grapefruits. And I love Have a Zesty Birthday. Okay, so that's our lime, that's cased. Move this out, not the lime, the grapefruit. Grapefruit that was cased. And moving on, here are the limes. And the way that you cut these out, I don't have my big shot right here. I'm sorry, I can't believe I called it the big shot. Big Stampin' Cut and Emboss. But I'm going to show you how you do that with the embossing folder and the dies. So the little die, well, it's not that little, kind of snuggles in there in the embossing folder. I did put a little post-it note, sticky note, just to hold that in place, because while I'm trying to line up what I stamped, I didn't want it to shift. So that's why I have that there. So then you stamp, and then you put the die within the folder and put your paper in there, your cut stamped images, and then through the magic of TV, you roll it through the large cut and emboss machine. This won't fit in the little mini. And then what you get are these cute little limes. Oh my goodness. And this is the card I put together with the limes. Okay, so I did cut those out. This is kind of like my texture overload card. You know, on camera it looks very old olive, but this is Granny Apple Green and Parakeet Party. It's because I have my orange lights on, I think. Okay. Well, let's turn that back on for the bright lights. And then I did use this embossing folder because I put Sending You a Big Squeeze, and how I layered this up was I used our 2-inch circle punch, which is available as an online exclusive. I'm so excited. And I stamped the Sending You a Big Squeeze, and I layered up my cut and embossed limes here, just love that, and put some of the Parakeet Party metallic ribbon behind. So do you see my little, they were actually a raindrop, but they look like juice drops. So texture overload card, but I totally love it. And it is fairly flat, so I don't think I should have too much of a problem mailing it. Okay, so those are our citrus projects. I'll put all of those right up here. These are the 2 new ones we did today with the grapefruit. I got to make some oranges too. All right. Which one's your favorite? Do you like the lemons, grapefruits, or the limes? I'm kind of partial to the lime card. I wish you could just see the brightness. It's just so bright and fun. Okay. My poor lighting isn't very good today. All right. But moving on, because we don't have as much time left, trying to be aware of that, I have the Irresistible Blooms. And this is an online exclusive that has a stamp set and dies, as well as my favorite. If you know me, do you know my favorite? Let's throw it up there. My favorite designer series paper. And let me kind of prop this up so we don't have so much of a sheen. Does that help? Let's see. A little bit. Okay, anyhow, this Irresistible Blooms paper. Hello, Irresistible paper. So beautiful. What I love about it is that it has the look of embossing, or the emboss resist look. Okay, emboss resist is when you emboss and then rub ink over it, or just embossing with white. But this is a total time saver, which, you know, I am Simply She Stamps. Because a lot of times I don't have a lot of time to stamp. So this is why I absolutely love this paper. They have done the embossing for you. All this beautiful texture. This is all, there's no raised edges or anything. And it does come with a die and with the stamp sets, but they also fit the images in the paper. Okay, so lots of different ways you can use this. This is only available online, and my shop is at jmazer.stampinup.net. Okay, and there are great ideas that they have for all of these online exclusive products. If you want the recipe for the projects, I'll have that on my blog and also on Facebook to show you all the elements you need to create a certain card. Okay, so my first Hello Irresistible card, we're going to use Petal Pink. Excuse me, this is what I dropped on the floor, so pardon me for being far away. All right. Here, I'll show you the paper. I showed you the paper. These are the dies. Stamp set. There are loose frosted dots that coordinate. These are so pretty. These are not available right now, but they should come back. And you may have noticed in the paper that there's a couple returning colors. We have Lost Lagoon and also Peacock. Oh my gosh, Pretty Peacock. I'm gonna move my light down. I'm so sorry. Hopefully I get some better light. Okay. So sad today that I got such a lighting issue. Okay, anyhow, Peacock, Lost Lagoon, a couple of my favorite colors. We will be having a color refresh come May when we have our new annual catalog. So if you have a favorite Stampin' Up! Color that's current right now, you want to make sure you get your re-inker and cardstock, because you don't know when they might not be available. Okay, so moving on real quick. We have our Petal Pink card base, and I am just casing this card again from the online exclusives, and this is what you will find for the sample recipes. So this is featured when you look up this stamp set, or I think it's the paper, this sample, and then you will be able to access all the ingredients that they use to create that card. All right, so I have my Petal Pink card base and then some designer series paper. I believe in the sample they actually embossed, but like I said, I really like that they did the embossing for me, so I'm just using the paper just as it is for a very simple card. So that is just 4 by 5 1/4. This piece is 3 3/4 square. So it looks like I embossed those flowers, but I did not. And then I know I have my Daffodil Delight ink pad somewhere. I think it got thrown around. That kind of is what happens when I'm on camera here. And I'm using I Couldn't Be Happier to Have You as My Friend. This is a little strip of 3/4 inch cardstock. Let's see. Again, you know, I just put this stamp set together this morning. Let's see. Let's flip it over. So it's the first time using it. So thank you for your patience. Oh, and that was crooked. I do have another piece. It's on the floor. Okay. Now, a lot of times, let me give you a little tip here. You can stamp on your grid and line up this line with the edge of your block and see how your greeting is. I think I need to bring this down just a little bit. And that's how you can get it straight. There we go. Okay, and I pre-die cut from Petal Pink cardstock some of the leaves. And I think I'm just going to use some liquid glue And I do need my scissors to trim this. And I think I'm gonna pop this up and then sneak my leaves under there. And I got my mini dimensionals because I can't find my large dimensionals right now because that's usually what happens. I'm so sad that I don't have any chats. I don't know if this is in the event and that's why I can't see it. Or just everybody's busy this morning. Okay, we're gonna put this crooked on purpose. So I guess it really didn't matter if I stamped that. Straight. This is our silicone mat. It is great for when you are doing little gluing here. I think I want these in the tips, not the tips, the inside. There's a little more space there. All right, and just sneaking these under. One right here. And, oops, that didn't want to stay. And one right there. Okay, so the sample does use those loose dots, but we don't have any of those. So I can use my favorite embellishments, my adhesive back sequence, or I can use the milky dots here. I think I'm going to try the milky dots. These are in the mini catalog and they are available right now. As you see, I have not used them yet. I'm going to grab my U-Pick tool and I think I'm going to use the clear ones. And I'm going to use a large one for the centers like they did on the sample. Probably not all of them. And then some little ones up above. I don't know, should I put them in the dots there? Kind of like this retro dot thing. And then I need another one because I need odd numbers. I think I'll use a little one for this one, this one. I think I'll go with this one. Okay, so there is our case card, just like that. Love it. Okay. Look of embossing and emboss resist, but just, I don't want to say the cheater way, but maybe. Okay, iridescent pearls would also go nicely instead of the loose frosted dots that we can't get right now. You can even color these with the Petal Pink Stampin' Blend if you wanted to get them pink. Okay, now my last project is also using the Irresistible Blooms. Okay, and again, I'm casing it. I'm going to case this card, which is on the online sample recipe sample, but this is a slimline card, which, you know, slimlines are not my favorite. I don't know how anybody feels about slimlines. Some people love them, not my particular thing, if you will. So what I did do was I followed this and put it on a full card base. So what I did for my bloom, let's see here. I thought I had little pieces cut. I don't. We're just gonna go like this so you can see how this works. And I'm gonna stamp in Balmy Blue and stamp it down. Beautiful. And then I'm going to take my cut and emboss machine, my mini, this is my boho blue. Did anybody out there get a boho blue mini cut and emboss? It was a celebration special, so exciting. And this is to remind me of the color refresh. Boho blue is a former color, so I'm thinking it's coming back. Okay, so I have my little plates, and you know, sometimes it takes a minute to figure out which way it goes, and then you line it up. And I have some little leftover retired washi tape, but you can use a Post-it. Make your little sandwich, and in it goes. All right. And there is our bloom. And I've already cut out, I've stamped the leaves, and let's build our card now. Okay, and I got some tips for you. This is soft sea foam, and we're gonna go like this. This is our card base, okay? And then here, I'm gonna get my silicone mat because we're gonna do some gluing. This is a really cool die that comes with the Irresistible Blooms. It's very retro. And I've got to poke out a couple little pieces here. And again, this is the first time that I've played with this, so bear with me. Okay, I poked out those little pieces. They are attached, but it still is pretty delicate. I probably could have put my adhesive. We have adhesive sheets, and if I did that, that might have worked a little bit better, but I'm going to use my liquid glue here. All right, and this is why I like the silicone mat. Oh, and if I had my sponge, I could just sponge it all, but all I'm gonna do is put little dots in the dots. And hopefully for today's project, that will be enough. You know, I can pounce on it with a little sponge that you coat in the liquid glue. We're gonna just try this, hopefully not get too much glue on my fingers. Again, first time. There we go. And the, you know, glue dries clear. You can also just kind of rub it off real quick. And then let's get this second one. Oh, I see there's some more people that have joined me. My apologies if you were trying to get on right at 10 and couldn't find me. But you know, this will be available to watch later. You can watch from the beginning if you missed something. And I'll also put it on my YouTube channel, which, you know, I am looking to get enough subscribers so I can go live on YouTube, because I realize not everybody is on Facebook. Okay, let's see here. That needs to go up just a little bit. And down. This is not so simple, but I do love the look of this. So sometimes, you know, we need to have a challenge. Can't always, you know, stamp so simply. Lost a little. Oh, that just needs to be held. Okay. Not too bad for my first try. Maybe do a little bit of trim, but you know, the liquid glue is nice because you can kind of shift things around. Okay. I probably would just do the adhesive sheets and put that on my cardstock before I ran it through, because then it would be fairly easy to put that on. But I think I did pretty good with that, lining that up. Okay, so we're going to put this on our card base. I'm just using my Stampin' Seal. There we go. I think I just got kind of all flustered because my lighting is so off. And I hope to get that resolved. Maybe this weekend I'll go figure that out. Okay, so we're gonna put this together. I have hellos here. I think I lost a hello, so I will show you. So this comes from the Irresistible Blooms stamp set. I think this one was the one Stamped and Stays on. And then I had another one, but it's not stamped, in Memento ink. So stamping in black, when you want to watercolor with water and inks, you would use Stays on. If you're going to color with the Stampin' Blend, you would use the Memento ink. with the stamping blends. The Stays On is not very good for your photopolymer stamps. We do have a Stays On cleaner. You would have to clean them right away. It just kind of sticks to it, and over time it would wear them out. So I don't really suggest using the Stays On with your photopolymer, but you can use it with our red rubber. Again, we do have a cleaner, and it takes it off very well. I do like Memento ink for getting the same look when you stamp in black on cardstock, like a greeting here. This is the first time I've used these stamps. Oh, it's stamped pretty well. Pretty bold. Sometimes when you have new red rubber, you kind of need to rub them on some cardstock or paper, and it kind of rubs off the residue it might have from the manufacturing process. I didn't do that today because I just pulled it out. All right, so I'm going to use my hello there, and I'm going to put that down right here. And I don't know, should I make a little notch there? No, I think I like a clean line, so I think I need to trim that. Or maybe we'll just go like that, overlap. So what I noticed is sometimes when you have all this texture going on, like in the lines, I'll put on things with my glue dots, which I'm looking for, here they are, rather than just my Stampin' Seal, because the glue dots kind of give you that lift without the big lift of dimensionals. Okay, so I just put a couple glue dots on here, and I'm going to put that there. Again, I'm doing this. Actually, I think I'll go up. Oh no, I think it's gonna stay there. Oh, I don't think my flower will fit though. Oh my goodness. So here's my tip if you want to take apart things. The little spatula end of our U-Pick tool can kind of shimmy and pick up the adhesive if you want to move something. And I thought that was pretty helpful. Okay, so if anyone's watching and comments are working, you know, I have stamped my flower and cut it out, and I wanted to add a little bit of color, so I added some color with my mini blending brush. And all I did was I took my Balmy Blue. I don't know, what do you like? Do you like the nice boldness, or do you like a little bit of color? I took my Balmy Blue and just added some color with my blending brush there. All right, so my card's almost done. That looks a little crooked. Card is almost done. I just need some dimensionals. I'm sure I got some full-size dimensionals somewhere. We're gonna use minis again because they got lost in the chaos. You would think I wouldn't have so much chaos since I planned for this. But oh well. Okay, hello. My hello card. And here come our leaves. Oh my goodness, all those are just stuck together. I'm gonna kind of put them on the edges there. And kind of shimmy him under. Like that. And we are going to use the butterflies. I love the brass butterflies because they're nice and flat for mailing. And we're just going to add some. Oh, I'm going to put one right there to kind of hold that one down. That one has come off. Put one there. Grab another one. And I'm just following along from my sample. And one more right here. Kind of helps those little things stay down. Okay, and there's our hello card. So there's our two cards that are cased from the online exclusives. Oh, I lost a butterfly. Hold on. Maybe I'll put them on the dot. There we go. So what do you think about Irresistible Blooms? I kind of like them. And like I said, we got some new colors coming out, or a color refresh, some returning favorite colors, and probably some new colors. We'll know more later on. So thank you for joining me today for fun little tutorial on our citrus and new online products. You can always find my calendar of events on my website at jmazer.stampinup.net, and find me on social media at Simply She Stamps, Facebook and Instagram, and also YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye now.